This is Jamie with BarI. In this video, we're going to show you how you can resolve missing price and pending vessel errors that will stop you from releasing the Restaurant 365 product export report. So let's remind ourselves where we are in the process. So after you've completed each account and when you're ready to export your line-by-line counts into Restaurant 365, you'll need to complete a couple of analysis steps as shown in a separate video so that the software can collapse the different size vessels and batch ingredients into a single product count for each item. That will normalize, so if you count, for instance, 750 milliliter and liter bottles of, say, Jack Daniels, it will convert everything to liters and then give you a single aggregated product count that combines the counts of different sizes as well as any of that product which is batched into your batches. The advantage there is it will align correctly to your purchased item records, and the integration method we use only allows for a single value. So in order to complete and release, we'll go through the analysis workflow. But what you'll notice is that in the browser side here, if we expand the analysis workflow and click on accountability, if your counter has added any new items, you'll get a flag saying here that you're missing prices. This one's very easy to resolve. Simply move your mouse down to the price and unit column, click on it once and then a second time, and notice that the items missing prices will come to the top. You can fill in just $1, any value will do. If you're using the full pro version with services, we'll do this with the exact price based on what you're purchasing the product from. But if you're only using this integration for accounts, you don't need to have accurate pricing information because that's going to be stored and all the analysis will be done within Restaurant 365. So once you've done that, you can once again try again by expanding the analysis workflow. You'll notice that the arrow turns red, click on accountability, and it will let you into that workflow. Next, when you click or get to the stage where you're going to choose the count dates, you'll notice that if you have any pending vessels, they will show up and it will bring you to the pending vessel screen. Quick note, this will not apply if you add an item which is already in the BarI Global Master List. That currently includes over 33,000 items. So in the vast majority of cases, items you add will be added simply by scanning a barcode. It won't be necessary to add them from scratch. But when you do so, the counter will just add vessel information and will be missing the product information that's necessary to collapse those different sizes into one. In order to resolve that, you'll just need to do the following. So you'll notice that the number of pending vessels will be listed, and those which need to have action will be in red, as opposed to other items that have been resolved will be in green. Go ahead and click on Edit, and then what you really need to do is fill in a product name and adjust the default product size in some cases. So always a good idea to check and see if the product already exists. So I can do a search for some of the name strings. So if I put test, I'll get a large number, and I could, if it was the correct product, that would mean that a different sized vessel of the same product already existed. Suggest using a couple of different combinations, and if you have a unique or a new item, you will not look that up, in which case you can copy the vessel name, then click outside the box and notice that in the product ID box here, it will automatically assign a unique and global product ID, and that will be what you're going to input into Restaurant 365. As a final step, you want to check the default product size. Quick explanation here. This is the master size that all the different size vessels will be collapsed into. So in most cases, this will be the first occasion of a particular size, and therefore whatever the size of the vessel is in fluid ounces is what you'll want to have as the default product size. So if it's a 750 milliliter bottle of liquor, or obviously the most common wine size, the default product size will correctly be 25.4 ounces. If it's a liter bottle, like in this case, the correct size will be 33.82. If it's a half barrel of beer, it will be 1984. If it's a quarter barrel, it will be 992. And if it's a 6-door barrel, it'll be 661. The one confusing category is bottled beer, and in that case, you'll want to enter the number of bottles which are contained within a case, which obviously is most commonly 24, but can be 12 in some cases, particularly for bombers or larger sizes of beer. So once you've filled in the missing product information, you can click Save Changes. If you wish the item to be submitted into the global master list, click Send to Super Admin, although that step is not necessary. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Click Submit, and then we've resolved that. If you don't do that last step of sending to Super Admin, you'll see the item here. It will be available for export, and no action will be required in either way. The number of pending vessels will be set to 0. From that point, you then can enter the accountability workflow and complete the stages necessary to release the product counts for import into Restaurant 365. Apologies, a little bit more technical of a topic here. As always, if you have any questions or would like to see any other instructional videos, please drop us an email. We'll be happy to answer your questions and help as best we can. Thank you so much.